Welcome to today's webinar for a coach's guide to creating highlights. My name is Drew and I'm an associate education strategist here at Hudl. Today we'll go over the following agenda and learn how to create highlight clips, create premium highlights, and then we'll go over some resources and support that are always available to you and your team. Let's get started with creating highlight clips. There are all kinds of next levels an athlete could be aiming for: NCAA Division I, II, or III, NAIA, or junior college. Maybe your athletes don't want to play in college, that's totally fine too. As a coach, you can use highlights on Hudl to celebrate the great moments of your athletes. Whatever the next level is, it all starts with highlights. Creating highlights on Hudl is a two-step process. The first step is saving clips to highlights. Then, the second step is creating your highlight by compiling all of those clips together, adding music, spot shadows, and all the fun accessories. To get started, here are 3 ways to save clips to highlights. First, you can create clips from scratch in any part of the video. Second, if you have sent your videos into Hudl Assist or tagged them yourself, you can create clips for highlights for those tags. Third, you can create clips by using reports to find your best moments. To start, we'll cover how to create clips for highlights from scratch. This is when you have a game that maybe wasn't broken down by Hudl Assist, but you still want to grab some highlights out of it. To get started, make sure you're on the Your Clips tab across the top of your screen. When you found the moment in the video you would like to make a highlight, select Create Clip in the bottom right-hand corner. By default, this will create a 7-second clip surrounding the moment that was playing when you clicked Create Clip. To edit the length of the clip, click on the clip you just made on the right-hand side of the screen. You'll see a blue bar appear at the bottom of the screen. Here, you can make the clip shorter or longer by dragging out either side of this clip. If you want to change the moment of where the clip is exactly, you can drag and drop the blue bar left to right. Once you've made the clip the right length and position, go ahead and click Save Clip across the top of your screen. Something important to note here is that clips being sent to highlights can only be a maximum of 20 seconds long. When you have all the clips made that you'd like to send to highlights, simply click Send to Highlights. As a coach, you have the option to send clips to a team highlight as well as athletes' profiles. Athletes only have the ability to create highlights for themselves. In our example, we'll send the clips to the team profile since we'll be looking at creating a team highlight. Now we'll go through the process to create clips for highlights from your tags. Once your game is tagged, you can filter by tags in the video player. Make sure to select the Tags panel on the right-hand side. In this example, under Team and Athletes, I'll filter by our own team. Then, for shooting, I can select our 3-point makes. As you'll see here, this makes 9 tags match this filter. Next, select Add to your clips. Then, select the Your Clips panel. You can see here each of these tags is a make with the athlete's name. We can select Send to Highlights to send them to our team profile just like before. Next, we'll cover how to create clips for highlights from your reports. Select the Reports tab from the top of the screen. Here we'll be able to see our stats report from any game that we've had broken down. Any of these blue numbers are clickable and will create a playlist based off of those stats. Here, I'll select our field goals made in the 4th quarter. Once this playlist is open, you'll see that we have the option to send these to our highlights with the same menu that we've seen previously. Once we've added these 3 clips to our highlights, we'll be able to use them in our team highlight. Next, we'll cover how to add clips from the new Hudl library to your highlights. To get started, open up a recent game that you'd like to highlight. Then, you can use the dynamic filters on the right-hand side to filter out by athletes or individual stats. Once we've applied these, you can see that we can filter down to quickly find the exact moments that we'd like. Then, within the grid on the bottom, select the highlight to check all 7 clips. Then select Add To and Send to our team highlights. You'll see here a note that these clips will only send 20 seconds worth of the clip. Select Continue to send them to your highlights. We just went over the first step of creating highlights on Hudl, which is to send clips to your highlights. The second step of creating these highlights on Hudl is to create your premium highlight reel. We'll dive into that process now. Now we'll take a look at creating our team highlight. To get started, hover over the Team tab and select Team Profile. Then select Highlights. Here we can see the clips that we've sent to highlights that we'll have available to us within the Highlight Creator. You'll also see our auto-generated highlights that have been given to us from Hudl Assist. To create our highlight, select Create Highlight in the upper right-hand corner. Now we'll see our Premium Highlight Creator. First, let's give our highlight a title. Then we'll take a look at the blue plus button in the bottom right-hand corner. This is where we will add content to our highlight reel. First is videos. You'll see we have these clips that we've sent to our highlights organized by game and season. Simply select the game that you'd like to add and select a few clips from that game. Then select Add 3 clips to your reel. To go back to the highlight creator, select the blue back arrow. Next, we can take a look at adding music. Here you can select your favorite song to throw on top of your highlight. Due to copyright reasons, these are the only songs that you'll be able to add to your highlights. You'll see here on the bottom that this music reel has been added for the full length of the highlight. Next, we can add a theme. Here you'll see some predetermined themes that may match your team colors. Then, if we go back to the blue plus button, you'll see that we can add slides. This works as a great option to add a title slide to your reel. You'll see that this was automatically added to the end of our highlight, but we can drag and drop this to rearrange this to move the slide to the front. To edit any of these clips, simply select the clip and then the pen icon. This will allow us to make any edits that we might want to. First, we'll go over the trim icon. Select the scissors to shorten the length of this clip. This can help us cut down on dead time throughout the highlight and make sure that we're only showing the best moments. Once we've trimmed our clip, we can select Done. To add spot shadows to our clip, select the pen icon. You can add this circle, and it will give you an option to add the spot shadow. These are also determined by the theme that you've chosen for your highlight. You can move this around the screen and position the spot shadow directly on the timeline to make sure it matches up with the moment of the action. To add text, select the text icon. Here we'll be able to edit the text and again position it directly onto the timeline. Once we're done editing this clip, select Done. Continue working on all of your clips until they've all been finished and you're happy with your highlight. Once you're ready to share out your highlight, select Publish. Then we can return to our highlights. As you may have noticed, it showed that our highlight clips were private. To change this, hover over the Team tab and select Team Settings. Here we'll be able to change the privacy settings so that we can show our highlights. It may take a little while for these to appear, so be patient while they render on our site. To view our highlight, we can go back to the Team tab and Team Profile, and then to our Highlights page again. You'll see here that the clips that we've sent to our highlights are now rendering. To create highlights for an athlete, select the Team tab. Here we can open up an athlete's profile and see which athletes we've sent our highlights to. From here we can create a highlight which will live on their specific account. If you ever need to go back in to make an edit to your highlight, hover over the Team tab and select Team Profile. Then select Highlights again, and here you'll be able to see the highlight that you've just created. By selecting the Edit button, you'll reopen the highlight editor. Once you've made any changes, be sure to select Publish to make sure that those changes have been saved. To share your highlight, hover over the Share button. Here you can share it directly to Facebook, Twitter, or share out the URL on other sites. Finally, we'll leave you with some resources and support that are always available to you and your team. To get help directly from your Hudl account, click the box in the bottom right corner. You can chat with Winnie, who will help find an answer to any question you may have. Type your question into the text box to search for the answer. Here you'll find the tutorial that will help answer your question. I also want to make sure that you know about Training with Hudl, our YouTube channel. To find our channel, go to YouTube and search Training with Hudl. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to get access to our how-to videos and video walkthroughs. By subscribing, you'll be notified anytime we release a new video. You can also find our videos organized in playlists to continue learning new workflows. To learn anything about Hudl, or if you need a reminder on how to do something, you can go to huddle.com/support to find our tutorials, how-to videos, and quick start guides. For support, complete this form, which can be found at huddle.com/help. Once you have provided us with this information, our team will reach out shortly.